Hello, hello, hello. We got this gem that came out of the work from Kendra G. Young lady. Sound like she riddled with some anxiety, some issues. Let's get busy. Let's get to it.
Go. You ready?
Maybe.
What do you want me to call you?
It's Nina.
Nina. Where you calling me from, Nina?
Dallas.
Dallas. How old are you?
34.
34. What you do for a living?
I'm in workforce development.
Workforce development. Can you get closer?
Let me see.
And bring the camera down slightly. There we go. So Nina Dallas, 34, workforce development. What's your zodiac sign?
Aries.
Aries. Do you have any children?
No.
No kids. Have you ever been married?
No.
All right. So we got Nina Dallas, 34, Aries, works in workforce development. No kids, never married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Cool. A good one. Loyal, caring, someone with shared values, goal-oriented, God-fearing. Let's see, some stability, able to not match my energy, but balance my energy so that we can balance each other.
Okay.
A black man.
A black man. Okay, keep going. I cut you off.
Not affectionate, great communication skills. We're compatible. What else? I don't know. Empathetic and kind. So, yeah.
Okay, what are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers. Substance abuse, dishonesty, any kind of controlling behavior, and I don't know, unsupportive. That's a big one.
She got a lot of shit going on. Did you see that whole list she got going on? That whole list, right? This would be a good candidate if she could stand on her own ground, first and foremost. She's a big girl. Pretty girl, but a big girl. And there's opportunities here. It's opportunities to get back and snatch the body and get back in the frame. But let's see if she can get what she's asking for first. Let's see about that.
And be supportive.
Unsupportive. Deal breaker.
Oh, unsupportive. That's right. Deal breakers. Unsupportive. All right. Should he look a certain way?
No, not exactly. I mean, I'm 5'4.5" ish, so I prefer someone.
Whoa! She 5'4"? She 5'4". Do you understand how much weight she has to have on her body in order for her to look big like that? And she don't have any kids? God, it's okay, 5'4". When you 5'4", you should be weighing 110. She gotta be at least. God.
That I'm able to wear heels by, and we could be the same height in my heels, but I need them to be confident. And
wait, 5'4" at 200 odd pounds is not the same as 5'4" weighing 120. That's a whole nother level. And a dude that's almost close to your height, ain't no way he's straining his back like that.
How tall are you?
5'4.5".
Okay.
You say that like it's an easy one.
I think I'm 5. I think I'm 5'3", y'all. I'm actually pretty short. But with heels, I might be 5'6". So if you're 5'4.5", then maybe you're 5'7". So a guy 5'10", 5'11" is still taller than you.
Yes, that's it. Hard to come by a lot these days, but that.
What is the average height for a man? I think 5'9" or 5'10".
It don't matter what height he is, she's too big for that. There's no excuse for this. And she don't have any kids. And she's a pretty woman. What was she thinking? She lives in this society. You got to be studying some of this stuff. Why is it that you don't know that? Keep going. Let me stop.
And might be the average height. No?
I've been coming in a lot lower than that. And I've discovered, like, if I've met a man, like, via an app or, like, social media, and they say that they're anywhere from, like, 5'7" to 5'9", they're really, like, 5'5".
Yeah, I do think men sometimes, because all y'all want is tall men. So it's like how women lie about their weight, men exaggerate a little bit about their height at times.
Nope. There ain't no lying about this right here. This is on the screen. We can't pretend that it's not. It's a good 2 something.
Right. And
go ahead.
We could be the same height in the heels, or, but I just need you to be confident in it.
Okay.
Because if you're going to have that Napoleon complex when I'm standing next to you in some heels, that's not going to work.
Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
At least 6 figures. I like us to be equally yoked in some fashions, so yes.
And she's standing on. Kendra, the only reason why you standing there not saying nothing is because she's a big girl. If she was thin and she looked, her face matched her body, you wouldn't say anything. You'd be like, oh yeah, she in her bag, she can get her bag, she can get it. But because she's big, you looking at her like she done lost her mind. I know what time it is.
He has to make at least 100K?
You see what Kendra did? Kendra looked down at her body when she said that. Look down at that girl body. Y'all go back and do the replay. But she looked down at that girl body. So that's why she asked.
I mean, yeah, I don't really think that's unrealistic.
Okay. I mean, do you normally date men that make 100K?
I have.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, let's do the Kendra cam.
Oh, Lord. Bear with me. I just left the gym.
No. We ain't finna do that. That's what we ain't finna do. We ain't finna pretend like you ain't as big as you are. We ain't finna do that. And we ain't finna pretend like you've been losing weight. Because if you've been losing weight and you working from the gym, that means that you were bigger than this. And if you were bigger than this, then the control is all the way lost. But she's out here wanting somebody to touch her, somebody to look at her, knowing full well she's not fulfilled all of her optimization as a human being. Because there ain't no way no single female who make money like this, who look as pretty as she do in the face, should be this big and don't have any kids. Because you don't have nothing to concentrate on. You don't have a man to concentrate on. You don't have a baby to concentrate on. You should have plenty of energy and time to diet, make up menus, cook decent food. You should have plenty of time to do all of this.
So I can show a picture of what I would look like on a normal, but I literally just look working out.
All right, we see, Mama.
I'm in the process of unbigging my back from a car accident. So yeah.
No. We ain't going for that. Car accident be damn. Car accident, that means you're stuck in the bed or you're bedridden. Same thing. Bedridden or that. Now, when a person knows that they're going to be bedridden, they should immediately adjust their food intake. See, you didn't immediately adjust your food intake. That should have been number one. If you're as A-type personality as you come across, you should have adjusted your intake, and you didn't. So this has nothing to do with a car accident.
Okay. So, Nina, when was your last relationship?
2018.
2018. Okay. Wow. 2018. What is this? 6 years?
Yes.
Yeah. Why do you think you've been single for 6 years?
I've been on a journey of like rediscovering myself. I was in an auto accident in 2020. Life changed for a while. And with me having to relearn how to do my daily activities, I had to relearn who I am and what I like again, because so much has changed since prior to the accident, which I'm grateful for. I had to learn how to walk again, basically.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, sorry. It's still.
I'm about to say, don't talk about it if it's gonna make you cry. You don't have to talk about it.
No, but so it's changed my life, and I had to learn how to adapt with it. So with that, and then I've been building my career, and in that I've done a lot of traveling and moving. I'm originally from Detroit. Spent about a year and a half living in DC. I'm actually, you can probably tell I'm in a hotel right now because I'm transitioning into Dallas. So I'm down here shopping for a home so that I can move down here. And so really the last 2 years of my life has been.
See, all I do is call a realtor in the town that I want to go to, and I tell them to find me this, and this. I want a big kitchen. I want a big bathroom. I want this. I want that. I want this. And I don't want to see any houses that don't have these criteria before I go to the city. Okay? So I don't sit in a hotel. I go from house to house. Ain't no way I'm dealing in a hotel. But that's just me. Sorry, I digress.
90% travel. And then these last couple of years has definitely been a journey, a journey of discovery.
Okay, and you're moving to Dallas?
Yes.
Okay, she's moving to Dallas. Got you. All right. So Nina, Dallas, 34 Aries. You don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I'll keep that private.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
I'm impulsive.
You're what?
Impulsive. Yes. I have high anxiety, which oftentimes causes me to overthink things.
She has high anxiety. Have you ever dealt with a person who has high anxiety? Everything is anxious. Everything is a drama. Everything is planning. Everything is, I got to know the worst case scenario before it happens. And when I find that out, I'm still anxious. I'm still dealing with anxiety. That's a whole nother level. That's just like dealing with another person and another personality all in one body. And that's wild. Ain't no way.
And I have like daddy's girl tendencies. I don't want to say spoiled, but
okay,
there.
Okay, and we already got to the reason why you've been single. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
In general, I'm a loving and nurturing woman. I am very protective of those that I love. I'm supportive. I like to think, and I feel like I really foster a peaceful home base. So whether that's, while we're dating, our relationship is a place of peace and comfort where they can come be themselves, be that strong and vulnerable man that they need to be.
Okay. Now you have some paid questions. Do you want them?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I didn't hear that.
I said you have some paid questions. Do you want them?
Some paid questions?
So some people paid to ask you questions or to make a statement. I'm giving you the opportunity if you want to hear them or not.
Sure.
Okay. So Lauren said she is naturally beautiful. Keep up the great work. I hope you find love.
Ain't nobody saying she's not a beautiful woman. Ain't nobody saying it except she got a big back. That's all we're saying. She has a big back. She has anxiety. That in itself will make her overeat. These things need to be addressed.
Oh, thank you, sweetie.
Divine Photo said you said you dated the six-figure men, but the men haven't been taking you seriously. That says a lot. Is that the truth? They haven't been taking you seriously?
No, that's not the truth. I just in life you are gonna find people that you are not compatible with. And the goal is to find your match. And in order to do so, you have to match on multiple levels, not just surface levels. So in the end, I've dated some really great men. And it wasn't a match, whether it was my job getting in the way, my travels getting in the way, or if it was something more serious where we just did not share the same values.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, it's plenty of things, and there are going to be a lot of people with a lot of opinions. Baby, I'm just not your cup of tea, and that is okay. But we're going to get there. And I just like to be frank. In this day and age, first off, $100K is not a lot of money. This economy has gone to hell, and it's really not a lot. But there are some of us who have been in the six-figure realm, and we've been there for a while, and we're above, and that's okay. We have a playground where we can date, and we can collaborate, and we can network, and we can also be friends in. We don't have to lower things because of that. Now, I'm not saying there are no good men that make beneath that. I just know too, in my experience, and it's not going to be with everyone, but there are some men who cannot handle a woman making more money than them. There are some men that cannot handle the extracurricular activities that I like to participate in, that I fund, because they cannot fund them for me. So,
wait, they can't fund them for them. So you want the man to pay for them or pay for himself?
No, I'm just saying I've been in situations. Let's say I want to go to a game. I like to sit courtside at the games. So let's say the basketball game. There are some people that think that the prices for those seats are ridiculous, and they won't pay for it, or they can't pay for it. And these are things that I will pay for. And if they can't afford to pay for it, they have told me it doesn't work for them, because they should be the ones being able to pay for it. I shouldn't have to pay for it all the time.
Okay, so she's apparently got expensive taste. So therefore, she needs a man who's going to do the expensive things that she likes. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Is she asking for too much?
And that's also, have you paid for the men for the courtside seats?
Of course.
Okay, got you.
Now, I'm no one's sugar mama. Let's not get that twisted. But when you are in a relationship, and when you care, and when you're doing these things, it's not one-sided. Things are never one-sided.
So I guess, listen, I understand everything you're saying. And we hear this all the time, especially shouts out to boss people that call my show up, y'all, because y'all got big money out here in these streets that call up Kendra G. And one of the things that I hear often is, when the salary requirement is 100K or more, most say what you say. That's not a lot of money, right? And I understand that if that's your experience, and blessings to you, right? What it always comes back to is if the guy that makes that amount of money wants to date you back, right? So that's all that it really, that's the secret puzzle to this. So, but you said that you date men that make six figures. So that is your experience according to you, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so there you have it. There we have it. All right, let's get into it. Nina, did you give me your age range? You're 34.
Yeah, 30 to 50.
And you want him to be in Dallas because you're moving there, correct?
Preferably, but I'm a woman that travels, and if they travel, the world is my oyster. I can be anywhere I want to be.
Okay. What do you do again? Oh, workforce development. So you can live anywhere?
Yes.
Okay. And then, could the guy have kids already?
No.
Oh, so no men with kids. Okay.
I mean, let me correct that. If their kids are grown, because it is a higher age range. I'm fine with that. It's men with younger children that take up a lot of their time. Because if you have kids, I expect you to be a fully active father, because we don't play the deadbeat thing. And I want us to be able to have time for each other. And that can be extremely difficult when you have minor children that you have to be present for.
Okay.
That makes sense. You know, she don't have any kids. She shouldn't expect to get a man who has kids. And I don't expect her to. She's more than willing to have children. So don't bring no kids around. Just don't, this is a single female.
I understand. All right, so she prefers a man with no kids. All right, girlfriend, are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
I am not. I actually, a friend of mine today just told me about about your live, and she's been yelling at me to join. So I am just hearing about it. Can you see this?
You got to put it closer to the camera. Put a little closer. So you want people to see this when you're dressed? This is how you look when you're dressed.
Yes.
She is a beautiful looking woman. That's not what we said. What we said is she got a big back. That's all. And she's gonna get some takers. Wait a minute. She's gonna get some takers, right? So that concludes her interview. She wanted to show us what she looked like after she did her exercise and she got dressed up. Nothing wrong with what she looks like. She just has a big back. And she's going to have takers because she has that light skin and she's pretty. She's a beautiful girl, actually. So all you people who want to go over for a single female who don't have any kids, she makes a lot of money. You got to make what she makes. And she's probably going to stand on that because she knows that half of you Pookies and Ray Rays do Pookie-ass behavior. And then you're going to have a problem with her making more money than you sooner or later down the line. So she don't want none of you po niggas. That's what she said. She's standing on it. But here's the thing. You need to lose weight. You shouldn't have this weight on you. She has anxiety. Anxiety makes her probably eat. Makes her overthink things. Makes her think she has to have exactly what she wants. She doesn't have any kids, which means she's doing what she wants, saying, traveling, doing all of that. When has it ever been a good thing for a woman or a man to be traveling all the time and have a relationship? How do you conduct that kind of relationship? I don't know. I don't know how that works. Here's the thing. Only with the optimum conditions could a relationship really get off the ground and work like that. But A, she's anxiety ridden. B, she has a big back. And she's expecting people to do the heavy lift of dealing with her traveling. Now, she has all those 3 strikes against her. Question is, who's going over there to deal with her? Who's going over there to deal with the anxiety, the traveling and not being able to make a stable home, and the big back? Please explain to HQ how any of that is a positive.